Hello everyone, my name is Varun and today in this video we are going to continue our series of learning context API or use context hook in React. In the previous video we just did hands-on practice of how to actually use context API or use context hook in our application. It was a dummy application and in this video we are going to actually dive into converting our real application where we can see that there is a problem and then we will see that how we have actually solved that problem. So here you can see that I have shared a problem of prop drilling and I am taking the example of a to-do app. This is the same to-do app that I have created recently in one of my previous video. You can see that in this to-do app there is a two components, add to-do and to-do list component. Inside the to-do list component there is a to-do component and then there is delete to-do. Similarly for add to-do there are two components, text field and add. And why I am saying that we are doing prop drilling here, because for complete to-do or delete to-do I am passing my function from to-do app to to-do list and then from to-do list to to-do. To-do list doesn't need to do anything with these two methods, but we are just passing it and it is acting as a mediary intermediary for us to help to-do component to get these properties. Alright guys, so now let me show you the real app. I hope that you have seen this application that I have already created. Here I am adding the to-do, marking them complete or incomplete, and then I am deleting the to-do, right? Now let me also show you its code base. As I am saying that to-do app is going to be my main component, I have commented my code from the previous video. So here I have included the to-do app component. In the to-do app component, you can see that I have a logic for add to-do, complete my to-do or delete my particular to-do. Similarly, there is a slight change from my previous video where I have actually created a separate component called add to do, and in this add to do you can see that I am handling my text box and button component. Apart from that, I don't think that you need to dive deeper into the code base that how it is going on. You can directly watch one of my previous video where I have actually created this particular application, that how this is working. So now let's convert this application using the context API. So guys, as you can see that this application, there is a to-do app, and for complete and delete to-do, you can see that I am passing it to the to-do list component, right? And if you open this to-do list component, you can see that it is further calling the to-do component, and here I am further passing delete to-do and complete to-do as a prop, right? So this particular thing is called prop drilling. I don't think that we should follow such kind of pattern, because here to-do list component is just becoming an intermediary here. So now let's get started with our context API now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another file called todo-provider.js. In this video, I am also going to follow a pattern that is widely accepted and is the recommended approach of using the providers or using the context API. Okay, so here what I'm going to do is const todo provider is equal to oops, return export default todo provider. Okay. Export default, yeah, it is giving the error because it is expecting the values now. So guys, what I am going to do is, as you remember earlier, I was using the context.provider, right? But here what I'm going to do is I am going to create a component where I am going to pass my children itself. So you will get to know that why I am doing this thing. Just bear with me for few minutes. And here I am passing my children. Okay. And Let me now import port use state create context from React. Okay, and then export const context is equal to create context, the same syntax that I used earlier in my last video, right? So let me remove this error also. Okay guys, so you can see that I have just created my context and I am just creating a to-do provider component. And now in order to use this component, what I am going to do is I'm going to context dot provider, right, with my children. Alright guys, so this is the same logic, the same code. Instead of wrapping my component like this, where I will actually be writing this context dot provider over here, what I have actually done is I have created a to-do provider component. I feel that it is the most cleaner way of using the providers, right? So let's use these providers in our application. So what I will do is I will call to do. Let me first import it. Import to do provider from to do provider, right? And then okay, and then all right, guys. So I have wrapped this all my HTML inside this to do provider. So this is my children that I have passed to my provider. So it is ultimately within the context dot provider. And now my code base is bit cleaner. So guys, now what my agenda is, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this whole logic, the whole business logic to this provider. All right. So in order to do this, what I need to do is let's remove this code, Control X, and then use it inside this. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I am actually going to pass the values from here. So you can see that all the to-dos will be passed from here. All these methods will also be passed from here. So let me use to-dos, right? And then just wait, value is equal to, okay. So here you know that here I have to provide the object. Here I will use to-dos, then I will use delete to-dos, right? And then I will use complete to-do, then I will use add to-do. Okay guys, so this provider is having access to all the methods and state of handling this to-do application. Right now my application will not run and it will throw the error that these are not defined because I am actually using them over there, right? So that is why it is saying that these are not available. So in reality, we are actually utilizing the power of probe drilling or power of context only for this to-do list, right? But in order to have my business logic, whole the business logic inside this provider, I have also added the add to do. All right. So now let's move to add to do. So right now you can see that I am manually passing the add to do method. But what I don't want here is that I don't want to pass it via a prop now. I can remove it. Okay, now let's open this add to do component. So here you can see that it is calling add to do, but this add to do is not available now. So what we are going to do now is we are going to use context API from, okay, and now what we will do is const add to do from Oops, I am making lots of mistake this time. Is equal to use context, and it is giving the error because it is saying that context is not available, of course, because I mentioned that it needs to access the context also from back then to do provider. And here I have passed my context. So guys, I haven't done anything extra here. I have just created my context. I have used use context hook to access the values, right? And then I have passed the context that we created in my to do provider component. And I am only exporting via the destructuring pattern. I'm only exporting the add to do method, which we have passed like this, add to do. Okay. So now let me also see if I am missing anything here. Add to do is there, add to do is there, to do value will be there, right? So according to me, this will work now. Let me see if it is working or not. So it is actually saying that these methods are not available, even to do's is not available. So let me remove this condition first. Okay, and let me remove all these methods as well. Now it is going to give me another errors that values are not available. So right now I am adding the to-dos, but it will not be visible because I have commented this to-do list component. So now let's go to the to-do list component. Let the error come, right? And inside this to-do list component, you can see that I am using a hell lot of properties: to-dos, delete to-do, and complete to-do, right? So now what I am going to do is I'm again going to use my use context hook, import use context from React, all right, and then I will let me copy it from here actually instead of typing, and let me copy. Instead of add to do, I will require to do's, I will require delete to do, I will require complete to do. All right, guys. So just give me a minute. So guys, we actually even don't need these delete and complete to-dos because we are going to use the same pattern in my to-do component. And also let's remove these props because we are not going to use these props now. And for to-dos, you can see that this map will go. And here it is saying that delete to-do is not available. So let's remove these two components because we don't actually need these two props at this moment. Right now, you can see that it is showing me the values. So my add to do functionality is working fine. And what we have done is in my to do list also, I have used the use context hook. And here I am using to dos. I am getting the value of to dos from here, all the to dos, right? And then I am mapping over it and the to dos are shown to me. But now you can see that in reality, I am using complete to do and delete to do inside my to do component. But I am not passing these. I have actually removed these, right? Because I want to use context API here. In reality, this is the only place where we are actually utilizing the context API because here you can see that in my to-do app there is a to-do list component. I don't see that there is an intermediary here. We are using it only for the sake of separating my business logic. But in my to-do component, of course, we can see that to-do list is becoming an intermediary here, right? So let's use all these things in my component. Let me copy paste the stuff. Let me actually paste the library file at the top, and then what we will do is, okay, now we actually don't need these properties, right? So it is giving the error that it is not available, but instead we are going to use delete to do and complete to do. Okay, so actually guys, I have actually removed all these props, but you can see that it is actually requiring key ID and to do prop, right? Let me control Z. Yeah, we don't need delete to do and we don't need complete to do. Okay, and instead of this, here now we are done with our work. So you can see that uh, yes, so you can see that I have just used my use context API, and here I am using delete to do and complete to do, and rest of the logic is going to be same. Let's test our application cast one. Okay, this is working. So add to do is working fine. Similarly, clicking on complete incomplete is also working, right? Now let me delete it. So you can see that all this application is converted using the context API now. So guys, here are few of the learnings that you can see here. What we have done in this application conversion is that we have removed all the business logic from our to-do application, to-do app component, and pasted it inside the to-do provider. So all my business logic is inside this provider, right? And here we are also using children prop in order to simplify our logic. So you can see that instead of writing the context.provider here, I am using to do provider, and inside that it is all the different components are inside, which are acting as a children, right? And here I have pasted all the business logic, and these are the values that I want all my children to have access to. Of course, I know that header component is there and it is not using any of these values, but still I have wrapped it inside the provider. But in reality, you should wrap it only if you know that all my inner childs are going to utilize this provider. Okay, they are going to utilize these values. So I have passed to do's, delete to do, complete to do, and add to do. So add to do functionality is done. You can see that I have used this method via a use context API, and rest of the code is same thanks to the use context API, because I haven't modified any of my code. If I would have only context.consumer, then I would be requiring to make my changes to the render or to my return method itself. Similarly, in my to-do list component, you can see that I needed this to-dos array, right? So there I have again used use context, and with to-dos, you can see that I have created a list. Now in to-do component, I have removed the properties that we were doing for a prop drilling purpose. And in this to-do, you can see that I have included two methods, delete to do and complete to do, using the use context hook, right? And rest of the code base is same. So guys, I hope that you have understood this whole application, how this particular application is been converted from the prop drilling thing to complete application using the context API. So if you have any queries, if you have any doubts, do let me know in the comment sections, and yeah, I will try to help you out with every possible scenario. One thing I have missed here is that, guys, right now you can see that I have used only single provider in my application, but it is not a restriction. We can use as many providers as we want in our application as per our requirement. Let's say we have different modules. Let's say there is a categories module in an e-commerce application, or there is a cart module, right? We can have two providers. One provider is for categories and one provider is for cart. and they are doing two things, their own things separately. So I hope that I will be creating another video to show that kind of example in the future. Alright guys, that's all from my side. Thank you. Bye bye.